I finished getting ready this morning and I was not going to spritz. However, I don't know, I just felt like I needed just a tad bit more. So I just did like one little light spritz. Um, and I will be right back. I just remembered something. So this time I took some notes so that I'm a little more organized. And I would like to first start by saying thank you to everyone who has taken the time to watch my videos, my micro lock journey. Thank you very much. And I really appreciate all of the comments, all of the tips, and opinions. So I wanted to just mention a couple that just kind of stuck out in my head, and I would like to get your opinion as well as to what you like or don't like. And again, this is everything's new for me, even making these YouTube videos. I mean, I did a few, I played around before with just like some recipes and things like that. But this is the first time I've really gotten a little bit serious on doing the videos, and I'm going to, just bear with me. I'm going to try to do better as I go along, and I'm learning. Like the when I first started this video, I had the microphone on so that there would be better sound, and I had it up in the collar of my turtleneck, and it like flipped over. So you learn. And what else? I think on my second video I used music because I thought, oh, it would be nice to have a little music in the background, give the whole video a little, ambiance. And was it Marlene said that she had a hard time concentrating on what I was saying due to the music in the background, and possibly it was too loud. So I apologize, Marlene. I'm not really sure. I'm not certain whether or not I will continue to add music in the background, but I would love everyone else's opinion of what they think when there's a little light music playing in the background. And obviously, it may have been too loud, so I will work on that as well. So, again, my apologies. And what else did Marlene say? Marlene suggested that spritzing causes frizzing. And I guess that's possible as well. I like the spritzing because the rose water, I spritz with only rose water, just pure organic rose water. And my last purchase was with hydrosol. And I ran in to get the bottle, and I'm very hesitant to show it because I had an Amazon store. I'm not an Amazon influencer. So I had set up, I know, an affiliate. I was an Amazon affiliate. And because, my audience was not purchasing, they decided to kick me out. So I thought, the heck with Amazon. So, well, not really the heck with Amazon because I use Amazon all the time. Where I live, there's not much around me in this community. So I'm dependent on Amazon. But I thought, why am I going to promote their products if they're just going to kick me off because I haven't had any sales and I'm really just starting. So there's that. So I am not going to post the product that I purchased from Amazon. However, if you really want to know what it is, leave me a comment and I'll tell you what it is. And the rose water, that is. And so I want my hair to be moisturized. I don't want it to look dry, just like I like to feel like I have a whole head full of hair, and I like it full and big. I also like it shiny. And the rose water does that for me. So I did the whole blow dry thing this morning. And yeah, it fluffed it up, but I just felt like because before it was retightened, I got a shampoo and then she just retightened from there. And, it tends to get a bit frizzy when they're retightening just because of all the manipulation. And I just thought just a little spritz of the rose water would, just get my curls to pop on the end. And I know that these will not be permanent, that eventually they will go away because they will lock up and mature, and I will miss them because I like my little curls. So anyway, where was I? Marlene said spritzing causes frizz. So I'd like everyone's opinion on that. And Marlene only washes once a month. However, in between, she cleanses her scalp with apple cider vinegar and aloe. And again, I sent Marlene a message saying, everybody's scalp is different. I have never been able to go that long without shampooing my hair or my scalp. I did it the very first month after my install, and I was crazy. I don't know, you couldn't pay me to believe that my scalp was clean. I just, literally, it's just the whole thing of, I shower daily, sometimes twice, especially, the whole menopause thing. And you're, getting all hot and sweaty and having hot flashes. And, I'm out for a long walk on a hot, humid day. And so I might shower twice. Well, and then when I sleep at night, I don't wash my hair or shampoo my hair daily because it would seriously dry it out. But prior to interlocking, I was shampooing at least twice a week. Part of that was just because I was natural and I like my curls to pop. And after 2 days, they are no longer popping. It just looks like a afro and it shrinks up with the humidity. So that wasn't necessarily an issue of me shampooing twice to cleanse my hair, but just to make sure my hair itself looked perfect. I'm really anal about my hair. So I wanted it to look good. And the only way that was going to happen is if I shampooed twice a week. So going to once a week has been a little bit of a challenge because that's what my scalp was used to. And I don't know, maybe over time it will get better. But for now, I'm doing once a week because that's what works for me. That's what makes my scalp feel good. Marlene did suggest massaging your scalp, and I have literally been doing that daily, and that's been wonderful. And that's probably part of the reason, as I said in the earlier on, that my loctician said that my scalp looked great and it feels great. I don't feel like I've had any flaking. I think in the very beginning I had a little bit, my loctician told me, but I haven't had any issues with that at all. Let's see what else. And let's see, Kat asked if I had 2-strand twists. So yes, my locks were started with 2-strand twist. I originally wanted just the entire thing interlocked. And as I've explained before, that I have not done any research. I mean, a little bit, watching YouTube or Instagram videos and talking to other friends, but probably not nearly as much homework as I should have because I'm a busy girl and my time is limited. And my personality is such that I tend to just like jump in first and think later. It keeps things exciting. I don't know. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but it's me and I didn't do the research. So I thought I was getting the entire shaft of my hair interlocked or the entire strands, but that's not how it worked out. But I am pleased, very pleased with the way I started. And if I had to do it all over again, I think I would still start this way. Let's see. And Neat suggested taking pics during my journey. And I guess I haven't actually taken pictures with the intent of documenting my journey, but I have, been doing like selfie pictures, or sometimes, I get ready and I just feel really pretty, or I just really love my hair and I go, I'm going to take a picture. And I do that. So in that regard, I'm keeping a log of my journey, but maybe I should do it with a little more intent, which is probably a really good idea. I am doing these videos, but I find that I'm losing count of where I am in the process because I thought that this was my fourth retie. It's my fourth visit to have my hair done, but it's only my third retie. I did started on September 8th. That was my full install. October 4th was my first retie. November 8th was my second retie. And the third retie was yesterday, December 13th. Actually, I counted wrong because my loctician, which I need to back up a little bit as I'm going down my list, I was thinking I had went 9 weeks without a retie, which was wrong because I missed that November 8th date. And so speaking of locticians, I had to switch, unfortunately. I mentioned earlier on in the video that this is a second marriage for me, and my husband, I treat them and feel like they are my children as well, but they are my stepchildren. So my oldest stepson has 4 children. So we have 4 grandkids and I love them dearly. But my daughter, just had her first baby. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, it feels a little bit different because it's my daughter. So I'm a grandmother now times 5. And I've been running back and forth, like a 2.5 hour drive from where I am now to where she is. And I would assume as time goes on, that's going to continue. So the loctician that I had found is a 2-hour drive for me, because where I am located, there are no services for interlocks. I mean, I think I could find some people that were doing, the standard locks, but I couldn't find anyone to do interlocks in my area. So I had to drive 2 hours. And I loved the time with my original loctician, Michelle, and she was incredible and wonderful. And I loved our time together. But, I work a full-time job. I have a blog. I have a new grandbaby, and just time just would not allow. So I, did some networking, and I was able to find someone who doesn't do it full-time, like my original loctician, but I was able to find Erica, who does it part-time, and she was able to get me in, and she was just 45 minutes away. So that helps me tremendously. And even though I'm really sad that I had to leave Michelle, I found someone a little bit closer, which got me to thinking, should I do this? Because, I'm trying to come up with this, what used to be a 5-year plan down to a 4-year plan on how I am able to retire early. And that's going to take some creativity on my part. So I've got some things in the work, but I'm like, there is a real need in my area for locticians. So I am thinking about it. What do you think? I don't know. Can I, take care of someone's hair or style someone's hair, lock someone's hair for 12 hours at a time, or more? Of course, the retightening that's probably about a 4-hour process. So it's a lot to think about, but I'm definitely considering it. I'm talking about it. I've looked into some training courses, and they are rather pricey. I won't name names, but anywhere from $6,000. So one recently for $2,000, but that was like just a 4-day training. And, I can learn, I can figure it out on my own, but is that certification really worth it? Let me know what you think. Okay, where are we? Slippage. It has been a bear. It has been a thorn in my side. The back of my hair is the softest point of my hair. And I think I have 4C. I think, I don't really totally understand the whole, because we're all so different, and I've got so many different textures in my hair. But anyway, the back of my hair is the softest, and it is that area that does not want to hold the lock. So we tried again. I'm going to turn around so that you can see the back. And set that down. Now my chair won't spin enough, but hopefully you can see. This whole first 2 rows pretty much had totally slipped out. And then you can also see, like, back here, scalp again. I don't like the scalp. So this time, Erica decided to actually lock as much as she could of those 2 rows, so they no longer have the 2-strand twist. And we will see if that holds. But she did suggest that when I'm spritzing my hair, well, one, don't spritz as much, which I will do, to not spritz the very back so that it can stay in. And I am assuming that as it gets longer, it will slip less and it will mature. So I'm going to try to keep any moisture from the very back. And actually, as I'm feeling, I can feel that my vest is rubbing up against the back of my hair. So that's something I need to be conscious of. And what else? So yeah, slippage has been a bear. And I'm going to show, I don't think I actually showed in the video that I actually attempted, because I'm just so paranoid. I'm so anal about my hair and then I want to learn to do it myself as well. I don't want to be totally 100% dependent on having someone else do my hair. So I went and got a couple tools. One, I had to get a rat tail comb, which I did not have, which is, absolutely necessary for getting your part straight. And I have a little bag here that I keep my goodies in, none of which did me any good. I tried in vain, and it was a waste of my time. Again, it takes practice, and I need to find the time to practice. I got some hair clips. So this is my little case that I'm keeping everything in. And then I got like this pack of crochet needles, but I still think, I don't know if you can, this is too big. especially for in the back where I really needed it. It's too big. I need some smaller ones. But it came in a 4-pack, and every single one, let's see if I can get enough hands here. Let's put the clips down, and I will pull out just the crochet needles. Like, it was a pack of 4, and I thought it said different sizes. Well, maybe it is. This one, I believe, is bigger, but the others, and again, I have such a hard time judging sizes. I mean, these 3, do you see those? These 3 look like they are the exact same size to me. Anyway, they were too big for that little area in the back that I was struggling to try and put back together, and did an absolutely horrible job. So until you know what you're doing, leave it to the professionals. And what else? And then, I also tried the knitting needles. So my husband, who is absolutely wonderful in every way, who takes such good care of me, went with me, and I'm trying to find knitting needles, and I didn't really know what size to get. So I got these, and they say, do they say what size they are? They don't really say. And then I found these, right? But the problem, if you can see the holes, I had 2 problems. One, the holes were not big enough for me to get my hair through without a struggle, So, and they were too long, especially for the area in the back, because if you consider when you're grabbing your hair and you're trying to, you've got a piece of hair in here, and then you're, going through to do your 4-point rotation, that if your hair is really short, like mine is in the back, like I couldn't hold the hair in and then get the needle in. So my husband, I asked, I said, can you cut this down for me? And can you cut it down for me so that it's shorter so that I can work with it? And he did. And he even sharpened the point for me. So I still had a sharp point. So I'm going to show you like the difference between the size it comes and then what I ended up with after he modified it for me. So this is the original size of the knitting needle. And then you can see where he cut it down from. He actually did 2 cuts, and I don't have the other one in my hand, but he did 2 cuts. So I have 2 different, I have this length, one that's a little bit shorter, and this one, which is the shortest. And then you'll see what I did is I literally, because I couldn't get my hair through this little thing, through this little hole, because my locks aren't small enough for me to do it without frizzing up my hair. So I just took like an ink pen and pushed through to like stretch it out. Oh, okay, warning, make sure it's not too big. I didn't use this pen. I just did this literally for demonstration purposes, and I just broke it. So I'll have to ask hubby to make me a new one. So now they're a little bit fragile, especially once you like push it out of shape. So lesson learned right here. All right, so enough with the tools. And so I attempted to do my own reties, and it didn't work out. So enough of that. And what else? I don't want to forget anything. Yeah, and I think that's about it. I'd love opinions on the whole shampooing and how frequently, and spritzing, to spritz or not to spritz. And I think was it Marlene? I think it was Marlene, and I apologize if I'm getting names all wrong, who said she only, was that neat? Anyway, someone said they only put oil on their scalp lightly just right after wash day, and then that's it. And they found that reduced the itching, which has been a problem for me. It has been getting better. And I think the other issue could just be that it's winter time and everything's dry, so I need to drink more water. I need to hydrate more, and I'll figure it out. Anyway, I just once again want to say thank you. I will do this video again just before I go for my next retie. In the meantime, please keep watching. Let me know if there's something else you would like me to discuss. I'm trying to really branch out here, more than just my lock journey. I think I mentioned in the other video, if I don't edit it out, that I am blogging. And my blog is livethrivetravel.com. So I would absolutely love it if you would take a moment to check it out and subscribe, hopefully, if you like it. And it is a work in progress. I knew that I wanted to start a blog, but I really didn't know what I wanted to blog about, well, no, that's not true. I knew I wanted to blog about travel, but there are so many people who are blogging about travel. And while I love travel, I'm still work full time. So I can't travel as much as I can. So some of the places that I blog about, honestly, I haven't been to them all, but I've done the research. So I thought I needed to niche down a little bit more. And so I thought I love helping people. I love inspiring people. So I thought I will focus on inspiring women to live their best lives, to live well, thrive mindfully, and travel with purpose. And the blog, again, is still a work in progress, so needs some fine tuning. So I would love some input. I'm open for criticism. Be gentle, be kind, but just, check it out and spread the word, share it with your friends who might find it helpful. And let me know if you'd like me to actually come on YouTube and discuss some of the topics that I'm writing about. A lot of it is about travel, mindful travel, traveling with intention. And I'm beginning to start writing more about self care and taking care of yourself and loving yourself first. And I think that we can add this hair journey into that because it is part of my self care. It has made my life so much easier. It has given me so much. It has given me a lot of freedom. It has given me time back, precious time where I was spending, 2 hours, on a shampoo day to shampoo, detangle, shampoo, style, and then it was only going to last me 2 days, so it's been very freeing. And I think that I could incorporate this into my blog. I guess I don't want to get too broad, so I'm working on it. So let me know what you think. Thank you so much once again for taking the time to follow me on this journey, and hopefully we can do it more. All right. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful life. Don't forget, live well, thrive mindfully, and travel with purpose. And like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's greatly appreciated.